If you think you know every successful investor out there, then you must have heard of Cathie Wood, more popularly known as Cathie Wood. Earning a spot on America's Self-Made Women of 2020, she holds a net worth of about $250 million, much of it being attributed to the success of her investment management firm, Ark Invest. Managing about $8.6 billion worth of assets in 2020, Ark has been recognized for having the highest total returns over 3 consecutive years, that being an estimated 165.2%. With annual returns averaging around 40%, Ark became a sought-after investment firm with Wood dubbed by a few as a star stock picker. She knows what companies are worth investing in and how much she should be putting in. Her strategies and principles derive back to the early days of her career. With her educational background in finance and economics, Wood started as an assistant economist, a chief economist, an equity research analyst, a portfolio manager, and a director for different financial service companies. Years of experience in the industry led her to co-found the hedge fund Tupelo Capital Management in 2000. A few years later, Wood joined another asset management firm, AllianceBernstein, as its chief investment officer of global thematic strategies. Even then, she showed a promising future in the industry, managing more than $800 million of the company's assets. While her experience and knowledge directed her success, Wood's interest in financing disruptive innovations gave her leverage as an investor. In 2014, she founded one of the fastest-growing and top-performing firms in the world, Ark Invest. The EFT-structured firm focuses their funds on innovative companies such as Elon Musk's Tesla. In 2018, Ark allotted about 10% of their assets, making Tesla their largest holding and them becoming one of Tesla's largest boosters. Wood believes that the zero-emission, battery-electric self-driving cars will hold more value in the future when consumer demand rises as prices of the electric cars fall. Her intuition was proven right, with her fund gaining a 75% increase, even exceeding 3 times as much as S&P 500 in 2020. Her belief in highly innovative technologies doesn't end there. In order to focus on such fields, she hires young analysts with backgrounds in innovative technology, such as artificial intelligence, DNA sequencing, energy storage, robotics, and blockchain technology. Doing so allowed her to capitalize on major breakthroughs and come out with huge profit gains. That is why she is known for being a top-notch stock picker, and it so happens that cryptocurrency is one of them. But before driving into the crypto bulls' opinions on the matter, let's first get an understanding of what crypto is. Cryptocurrency is a virtual currency distributed through a network from a user's digital wallet to another. It's quite similar to the money generated by governments and regulated by banks. Crypto is also used as a medium of exchange, currency which can be used by anyone across the globe. You can pay for products and/or services from companies which support transactions through crypto. In doing so, you are transacting directly with the company. Middlemen like banks are out of the picture. This also means that such transactions are done faster and cheaper, as the system will be the one to handle the exchange. Wherever the recipient may be, the exchange can be accomplished in less than a day, sometimes even in a matter of seconds. To add, crypto's technology ensures that the exchange is anonymous but secure. You are certain that you won't be receiving counterfeit coins despite not having your identity shown in public records. However convenient and crypto can be, there are some risks when using the platform. Crypto exists as a highly volatile market, meaning the value for a certain coin can change tremendously overnight. There's no telling whether it will go up or crash the next day. All these due to its dependence on user perception. A coin's worth is only assigned by how a person perceives it as an investable asset. If people think $40,000 is too much for one coin, then the demand declines. Consequently, so will its value. This is why significant fluctuations have been observed with Bitcoin, the first decentralized open-source blockchain-based crypto through the years. When Bitcoin was released in 2009, it didn't hold much value since they were basically digital assets with minimal use. Only a handful of companies allowed Bitcoins as payment, and the whole understanding of virtual money is quite a troublesome sight. Not many understood how blockchains operate and what the virtual money could become in the future. It was not until recently that Bitcoin became a common medium of exchange, leading it to an all-time high of about $55,000. more companies have adapted the technology, and more individuals have gained knowledge on the matter. However, this significant rise doesn't change the fact that the crypto market is highly volatile. Such behavior led some wary of diving into the crypto market. This wasn't the case for Wood, who owns about 7.3 million shares of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, a popular investment vehicle with exposure to Bitcoin by the end of 2020. Wood believes that innovation solves problems. Obviously, this is true in any field. For example, laptops have made computers portable. You can bring it anywhere at any time to finish your work. Such technology allowed us to provide a solution for bulk and immovable personal computers. In the case of crypto, Wood purchased Bitcoin at $250 apiece as an insurance policy against inflation in 2015. As a decentralized market, Bitcoin's value is not influenced by a central authority. Let's say when the government decides to increase the income of workers, that means higher spending power on the consumer side and consequently, higher demand to purchase commodities. The increased demand results in increased prices for the commodity. In other words, inflation. As a market uncontrolled by a single entity, crypto is unaffected by the decisions of the government. When inflation occurs, the dollar goes down, but Bitcoin remains, or if your luck pans out, increases significantly. Even in the 80s, Wood has been wary of inflation. When she worked under Jennison Associates, she voiced her opinions on the impending inflation but was left unheard. Her predictions proved to be true as inflation rates peaked at that time. To avoid such events, she decided to place bets on Bitcoin. Wood went as far as proclaiming, "I believe there is no better hedge against inflation than Bitcoin." Wood's bets would be rewarded as Bitcoin evolved not only as an insurance hedge, but also a substitution for cash. Individuals have purchased Bitcoins to trade with other holders across the globe. They also use it to purchase products and/or services from companies. However, according to Wood, the game changer for Bitcoin's rise is when institutions picked up on the technology. As shown in their balance sheets, companies like Square Inc., MicroStrategy, and Tesla diversified their cash assets into Bitcoins. Such moves made Wood believe that Bitcoins can be used as a legitimate alternative to cash. They were basically putting their money in digital wallets and fulfilling the role of actual currencies in the market. The potential of Bitcoin to become an actual currency of its own is quite possible. That, however, is a long road ahead. Aside from the functions of the currency, Wood projected that Bitcoin's value will only be going up as more institutions take part in the market. In a recent interview, Wood stated, "If all corporations in the United States were to put 10% of their cash into Bitcoin, that alone would add $200,000 to the Bitcoin price." She thinks that taking part in the crypto market would bring exponential growth to one's assets, even calling the companies involved as being on the right side of change. It's like saying that Bitcoin is the future, and they needed to be part of it to succeed. If companies adapted the technology, Wood predicted that Bitcoin's market capitalization could reach $900 billion, that being less than half of Apple's valuation and only the reserve currency. Wood further projected Bitcoin's total valuation ranging between $1 trillion to $5 trillion in just 5 to 10 years. Well, that actually became true, since Bitcoin's market value reached $1 trillion in February 2021. Cathie Wood's reputation as a star stock picker goes hand in hand with her interest in innovative technology. She only invests in assets which have a disruptive flair in nature, something that catalyzes a change in how we do things. It can be seen with her involvement in automobile modernization, energy innovation, and blockchain technology, much of it contributing to the success of her investment firm, Ark. Who knew her $250 Bitcoin could amount to $50,000 at some point? Well, she did. Wood believed in cryptocurrency's potential and waited for it to happen. Or more accurately, she's still waiting for it to happen, as Bitcoin's market capitalization could potentially reach trillions more in the future. Does Cathie Wood's credibility on investing in disruptive technology and innovative companies persuade you to try out cryptocurrencies? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.